This story takes place in the fantasy novel F-Rank Commander Academy, a typical male romance where the protagonist inhabits the body of a prince and finds both friends and enemies. In a past life, our protagonist writ a novel because of a friend in the past. She enters the elite academy, reborn into the world of the novel. This is how the heroine's adventures begin in the world of the novel. The manhwa itself is like the omniscient reader. Our heroine's name is Kang Na-hyun, and from now on she will study at an elite school. 2 months ago, she was in a government-run courtroom-like revival center. The receptionist asks her if she has any questions. She is given a coupon for an appointment. The heroine's name is Kang Na-hyun. She is 16 years old. The world she was born into is devoid of ethics and morals and is darker than reality, some kind of post-apocalyptic New York. She grew up in a world where the director of the orphanage sold children for money. In a world where the headmistress of the orphanage took out her anger on the children. If it weren't for the current teacher, this would go on forever. Na-hyun has become awakened, and the teacher is happy with her progress. The children ask the main character what awakening is. They are interested in knowing that awakening is something good. Since the teacher became the principal, life has improved. The director is fighting with all his might to protect this place. Na-hyun is said to make a lot of money. Na-hyun wants to invest in the company for the future. But she had to wake up, moving from our world. The heroine awakened as a sniper class, the most expensive class in this world. She decides to test her skills and status in this world. But she is level 1, and her skills are not yet upgraded. Kana doesn't know how she can invest in the shelter if she doesn't have money. Luckily, she is on the budget and the academy is paid for. But reincarnation does not guarantee the protagonist's skills. The girl is upset that this world has nothing special in store for her. She doesn't know how to earn money that she doesn't have anyway. Kana would like to earn money to help the teacher and protect the other children at the orphanage. Kana enters the academy, where the main duty is to protect the world from monsters and civilians. The registrar announces the ranking of special students. Kana is on the list, and she is surprised by this information. Kana decides to conquer the Guardian Academy at any cost. We are introduced to the Guardian Academy, an elite facility that trains top-notch assassins and where the novel takes place. The main character must enter it at the same time as Kana. Kana decides to use her knowledge of the novel. The heroine heads home, ready to study. She decides not to give up and cope in the world of the academy. The first law of fantasy is that the hero gets compensation if something happens to him. Hannah recalls that heroes are divided into 2 types: the silent one, who is inactive, and the cunning one, who pursues his own benefit. A men's novel where the heroine is reborn tells the story of a guy who was reborn as a sly man, acquired a harem, but was killed by the silent one at the beginning of the year. Moreover, he was reborn as a villain and saw the statuses of people with his own eyes of death. We remembered the Death Note. He appropriated the gaming achievements of other characters in the novel. The girl's head is filled with details of the novel that are useless, like his harem. The second law of the novel is that the protagonist invests in the other characters and then uses them for his own purposes. The sly one must be in the lower class, like our heroine, class F. The heroine believes that even though she hasn't received any abilities, she can cope. However, our heroine has information about the plot of the novel, as in the omniscient reader. She decides to use her knowledge of the novel here. Conclusion: the protagonist's comrades are on a happy path. She needs to get on a bus where she will grow and develop. She needs to take the place of the secondary character and follow the commands of the main character in order to get the main character's happy path. The day of the Gardner commencement ceremony arrives. We are heading to the academy to become first years. You also need to check the academy map so as not to get lost. The heroine sits on a school bus to travel around campus. There are also walking areas for school children. Our heroine reads the rules of the academy. There is a curfew in the dormitories, and breaking it means expulsion from the academy. Na-hyun arrives at her destination and is surprised by what she sees. First-year students are asked to find seats and take them in the assembly hall. The letters hanging in the air are the classrooms where the heroes will study. Those sitting next to you are your future classmates. Our heroine ends up in the lowest class, and the headmistress's greeting begins. The heroine is asked to stand up to greet the director. Many classmates whisper when they see her. The headmistress asks all first-year students to sit down. She looks like the woman from the Hunger Games who collects victims for the games in the capital. Many high school students are delighted with the female headmistress. She already has a fan club. Our heroine thinks that the headmistress is one of the candidates for the main character's harem. A certain man in smart-looking glasses asks everyone to be quiet. All first-year students are asked to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. The climax of the ceremony arrives, and the freshmen must give a speech. The speech is given by Park Shi-woo, a first-year student with a stony face. A classmate next to her wants to live here already. The heroine pays attention to who is speaking next to her. This creepy, slick, villainous-looking guy is the story's protagonist. The heroine is perplexed. How did the story's main character manage to appear here? The heroine realizes why her classmates are looking at her like that. All women and girls look only at the main character. Our heroine decides that everything is for a reason, since all eyes are directed at him. She believes that he will stop acting like a complete bastard. In any case, it's too late to retreat. The heroine decides to put her plan into action, to make friends with the imposter. The heroine doesn't know how to get closer to the main character. She discusses what types of people the main character likes. She decides to choose a type to please the main character. She doesn't even notice how time has passed. Standing in front of her is Kahong, a boy who treats her like a sister. He is curious about what his little sister was doing. The heroine lies that she was making plans for the shelter. Kahong thinks that his little sister works hard. He asks Nahyun to stop sacrificing so much for them. He believes that she can live in abundance if she stops thinking about them. She asks Kahong not to worry so much. The heroine tells Kahong that they are a family, and she will do anything for the family. She asks how she cannot worry about her family. Kahong is touched by her words about family. Nahyun consoles him, noticing how cute he is. Suddenly, she calls him puppy, and something comes to her mind. There was no puppy type among the heroine types. The heroine decides to take advantage of this technique. She laments about the different types of girls there are, and she decides to act for Kahong. The villain is curious about what is going on. In order to get closer to the imposter, she carefully prepared her image. The heroine tries to be charming. She decides to be as kind as the sun and as charming as a puppy. She greets the hero, who is shocked by her. She introduces herself to the hero by name. He asks how she knows his name. The heroine asks him if he doesn't know that he is a celebrity. For a hero, betrayal is obligatory, as is drunkenness. Therefore, the hero got involved in various problems until his body was taken over by the main character of the manhwa. He also introduces himself as Na Yuhan and is embarrassed by Na Hyun. In this world, families are divided into two types: those who have become awakened through heredity and those who have formed a high status. The society of the first awakened is constantly being tested. Kang Na-hyun began to get to know the main character. She says she is from the society of the first awakened, and she feels awkward. She is worried that she won't be able to keep up with the academy's curriculum. The heroine says that Johan probably knows every hero here. She asks if he is able to use powers. Johan doesn't know what to tell her. He is impressed by the heroine. And then he cheerfully says that, who knows what's on his mind? Ka Na-hyun knows that he is also a fan of the original novel. Kang Na-hyun says she would like to meet everyone. Our heroine tries to smile like the sun in order to make friends. Everyone is asked to go to class for study. The heroine suggests that everyone leave class F. She realizes that she is a liar, unable to fit into the company. Johan stands at a distance and does not intend to communicate with anyone. Over time, his lousy character will change because no one will want to be friends with him. The heroine believes that it is better to start with class F, so that there are fewer prejudices. She has a hidden skill that will cause the hero to search for a hidden item first. But before joining the main character's group, Ka Na-hyun decides to invite Johan to them. She decides to help Johan become kinder to others. Our heroine is full of strength to fix everything. Johan looks at her in surprise. Many classmates say that all this is strange. Johan hesitates, but then a smile plays on his face. Johan decides that they will get along. Johan asks if there is a way to raise control abilities and find items. She thinks that Johan is deliberately pretending to be kind in order to steal her powers. We're about to see the manhwa's biggest hit, the mega-cool teacher Onizuka, who insists that they need to learn how to kill monsters. The cool teacher insists that they need to learn to be hunters and approves of the others' choices. According to others, our heroes are all cool and capable of dealing with monsters. He asks everyone why they are hostile to monsters. He says that maybe it would be possible to make friends with monsters. A whisper goes around the class. Is it possible to speak like that? Kang Na-hyun thinks she will find her way. She believes that Cunning Man will follow the original path of the novel. She has no thoughts on this matter. The heroine opens the slowly, intimately creaking door. She peers into her room. A wide and spacious room is provided for her, designed with all-inclusive care for the year. For our heroine, the only thing that matters is her family. She believes that if she kills monsters, she will get a lot of money. Kang Na-hyun believes that this is the answer to the teacher's question. She decides to make a plan for the future. Kang Yoo-hun thinks she should level up. She thinks she needs to improve her skills. The system update is complete, and Kang Na-hyun is engulfed in a bright light. Before her are all possible ways of developing the plot. Kang Na-hyun is included in Yoo-han's story, and is included in the story of the novel. The heroine is presented with a leveling system that she can now improve. Kang Na-hyun gains meta cards, bonuses that can be used to purchase story continuations. Perhaps the system update is related to the conversation with Johan. There's an advertisement for meta cards that can be used to buy bonuses, which irritates Kang Na-hyun. It all depends on the value of the points earned during the story. Kang Na-hyun decides to take a plot twist. She buys a firearm that allows her to fight. Kang Na-hyun gets into the swing of things by buying everything. She decides to save the best for last. The heroine can also view the original novel. She reads Johan's mind. He wants to enslave the whole world. But first, what should he do with all these looks? Johan is thinking about how to improve his reputation. Suddenly, Juhan is distracted by someone's gentle voice. It turned out to be Kang Na-hyun, whom he began to like. Johan is surprised that the girl spoke to him. Johan was confused and didn't know how to talk to such a beauty. He listens attentively to the girl's chatter. She is his first friend. He decides to use the girl for his own purposes. Johan also decides to gain a reputation in the class. He thinks that building a good reputation is much easier. Under a barrage of questions, he began to study everyone with the eyes of death. Everyone in his class is just statists, and he is not interested in them. He thinks that Kang Na-hyun can be useful to him. She also has good sniper skills and a cute appearance, which could play into his hands. Johan is wondering if he should take a closer look and take her into the team. He believes that he must build a relationship with the main character. Kang Na-hyun asks him if he has any younger brothers and sisters. Then, Kang Na-hyun asked him a question. Johan replies that he also has bad relationships in his family. It dawns on Kang Na-hyun that Johan is a real bastard. She decides to be careful with Johan. Thanks to the system, the heroine can understand Johan's thoughts and feelings. She decides that she will kill Johan if he tries to kill her. The heroine decides that she will figure out the complex system. The insignificant points appeared from the commentary to the 5th chapter. The heroine thinks about how to get a meta point. She thinks that earning points by playing in a casino is too much. All her points can go towards upgrading her physical strength. Meta points allow you to choose what to upgrade. For her, leveling up is important for the awakened one. The heroine faces a thorny path of leveling up her character. She believes she will win the Audience Choice Award. The heroine decides that she will succeed. She will do anything to get what she wants. And she wants to become the main character from a simple comrade. The heroine decides to make friends with other heroes. But she made a mistake and got into trouble. Kang Na-hyun faces tough rivals at school. Not everyone is friendly towards Kang Na-hyun. We are shown what happened an hour ago. Kang Na-hyun encountered the main characters. She wonders why he ended up in the gym. The girl thinks that she should follow him. So she found herself in the gym when Johan lied to her. The girl thinks she is facing hostility. She believes that she should make money in the gym. The girl sees that someone is standing with Johan. Johan rudely replies to her that he will simply become a guardian. Johan asks what's strange about him being in the gym. Kang Na-hyun wonders who is next to Johan. The stranger is unfriendly towards Johan. A conflict begins with Nauri, the main character of the story. Yukon lies to her that he came to practice. Yuri doesn't believe Johan's lies. Kang Na-hyun decides to eavesdrop on the conversation. Yuri plans to take advantage of the situation and attack Johan. Nauri accuses Johan of his insidious plans. Kang Na-hyun decides to intervene in the situation with Johan. Nauri claims that Johan should not be here. Kang Na-hyun stands up for Johan. Johan is surprised that a girl is defending him. Kang Na-hyun accuses Nauri of talking too much about rights and all that. A fight breaks out between the heroes. Nauri asks if Kang Na-hyun knows what an idiot Johan is. We are told that Nauri is Yuhan's twin sister. The girl asks Nauri to think about everything. Yuhan is shocked by Kang Na-hyun's words. Kang Na-hyun claims that everyone is capable of using the training halls. Kang Na-hwen doesn't know that Yuhan is manipulating her and is hiding behind the protection of his classmate. Kang Na-hyun can't say anything back. Kang Na-hyun accuses Nauri of lying, just like Yuhan. She asks her what she knows about her brother. Our heroine says that she knows everything about Yohan. She defends Yohan, saying that he is the kindest person in the world. She says that Yohan is just super, and he agrees with her words. Yuri is amazed that someone is protecting her brother. She says her brother can fool anyone. Nauri asks our heroine to shut up. She takes Kang Na-hyun's hands. Nauri thinks that Yuhan is playing with Kang Na-hyun's feelings. There is a strange atmosphere around Nauri. She says that it was not without reason that Johan was expelled from the clan. Flames begin to burst from her hands. Kang Na-hyun thinks that she made Nauri angry for no reason. Yuri just wants to wipe them off the face of the earth. Kang Na-hyun thinks that she made her angry for no reason. Yuri attacks his brother and wants to kill him, but Johan shows his resilience. He suddenly grabs Nauri's hand and stops the flame. A figure appears in front of Nauri, telling her about the rules of the academy. It turns out that Yuri violated an article of the Academy's charter. Kang Na-hyun and Yuhan are accused of breaking the rules and told about the cases when magic can be used. The speaker also calls on Nauri to stop. This is Pak, the icy handsome guy with the poker face. Yuri is stopped and not allowed to use magic. She is told that all she does is cause harm to everyone. Yuri breaks free from his tenacious hands. Yuri leaves the team, heading off in an unknown direction. Kang Na-hyun notes that Yuri has an explosive temper. Johan thanks the heroes for helping him. Juhan is told that Yuri has already planned everything. Pak could have gotten hurt, but he still helped. Kang Na-hyun continues her one-man show. Pak is embarrassed when the heroine thanks him. Kang Na-hyun thinks Park Si-woo is weird. Pak is such a cutie when he's shy. Pa slowly approaches them and asks them to leave the hall. He demands hugs from the main characters. Pak is very embarrassed by our heroine's words. Thanks to Pak, the atmosphere became less tense. Siu was also in the hall when he felt the magic. He says that magic is difficult even for a hunter. Johan believes that he is so strong that he caused the magic to dissipate. We have a genius who doesn't realize this. Siu says goodbye to our heroes. Kang Na-hyun says goodbye to her new friend. They are left alone with Johan, and we all wait for a romantic scene. Johan is curious about what brought her to the training hall. Kang Na-hyun turns the entire drama into a joke that she didn't want to gain weight. Johan is amazed by her and cannot say anything. Kang Na-hyun tries very hard to act stupid in order to score points. She says that Yukon came out on his own. Kang Na-hyun thinks that she did a good job protecting him from her sister. She admits that she hadn't planned to go to the gym. She says that she did all this for Johan. Johan thinks about her words. Kang Na-hyun thanks Yuhan for making such a bold decision. She uses all her charm to enchant him. She says that she believes Johan in what is happening. Johan doesn't say anything to her, but he smiles. So they became friends and spend time together. Morning dawns on the cathedral-like academy. Our cool teacher, Onizuka, announces that there will be an intermediate knowledge exam on monsters. He informs the students that this test will place them into classes based on their level. Heroes are in for an impressive level of growth. It was our heroine's 4th day at the academy. She managed to communicate with Rogue and Goody Two-Shoes. Also, thanks to Goody, they started training. These training sessions with Pak are joint. Paku is very comfortable with his new friends. Johan tells our heroine that she is good at shooting. Kang Na-hyun tells him about how she trains. In the end, they decided to clear the dungeon of monsters. Kang Na-hyun is glad that there are training halls here. But Nauri is watching her. And the fact that Nauri is stalking us scares our Kang Na-hyun. She wonders why Nauri is following her. The cool teacher tells them that the test is starting. The heroes don't know what to choose from the arsenal of weapons. Our heroine passes by and hears the students murmuring. She believes that she has risen high in the hierarchy because she did not have an arsenal of weapons in the past. She is beside herself with confusion because of her meta-glasses. The heroine decides to choose a weapon, but unexpectedly, Johan chooses for her himself. He advises the heroine to take the one with a shorter barrel. Our heroine believes she was given useful advice about rifles. She asks if Johan has decided on his preparations. The following are the author's words, describing Johan's thoughts about the girl. Johan grins and says he's always ready. He chooses his old equipment instead of new one. Kang Na-hyun is surprised by his choice. The lesson begins, where the heroes confront the slime. The classification is simple: those who cause damage. Our Pak, as usual, distinguished himself by exterminating the slimes. Slime. Johan encourages Pak, saying that he is doing a great job. Johan's characteristics are simply monstrous. Pak has a cheat skill, 1,000 weapons, which he can use to cut down monsters. Many people want to see him pull the sword from behind his back. It's Johan's sister's turn. Kang Na-hyun says goodbye to Johan. She successfully passed the test. If you upgrade it, it will be useful to Johan. But it is expensive. Suddenly, someone distracts Johan again. Yuri asks him if he feels sorry for this girl. Johan pretends not to understand what she means. Yuri pounces on him again. She says she remembers what he did to her. Yuri reproaches him for playing with Kang Na-hyun's feelings like a toy. Yuri pounces on Johan, asking what he did in the past. Yuri is ready to tear him to shreds. Yuhana is delighted by her frenzy. All supports, including Johan, are required to pass the tests. The support team will be tested in comfortable conditions against monsters. The difference is that it is not an attacking monster. Johan decides to take the test. He suggests to the teacher to change the conditions of the test assessment. He is asked why this should be changed. Johan decides to convince them all that he is the real Johan. Johan is a commander, someone who plans the team's actions. Damagers are important in this world. And he has good news. He will be able to read his team and copy their abilities. Everything in the novel happens like in a typical lit RPG. Johan wants to show everyone how important the commander is. A typical flag is shown in his hand. Johan suggests commanding the students with this flag. He believes that it is impossible to determine the level of preparation without teams. The teacher says he's interested in the idea of a flag fight. Thus, he allows the use of a duel. Many students are outraged by what Johan has prepared. The teacher invites Johan to choose an opponent for the duel. Johan smiles slyly and decides to choose. He addresses a certain blue-haired guy who looks like a monkey. Johan says that it is too big, but at least you can hit it and it hurts his opponent. Johan announces that he has chosen an opponent. Johan is confident of his victory over his opponent. He wanted Pak as his rival. The moment of truth is approaching. Who will Johan choose for the team? Many people think that Johan and Kang Na-hyun's fight with the monkey is a losing one. Kang Na-hyun is not confident of their victory. Johan asks Kang Na-hyun to close his eyes and trust him, saying that he is from Class D. He gently strokes our heroine's silky hair. The monkey warns Johan that he will grind him into dust. Kim Chol-soo is a pretty skilled opponent. A fight between the heroes begins. Who will win? Johan deftly dodges Kim's blows. Kim is about to break through the wall behind Johan. But Johan is not so easy to defeat. Johan mockingly tells him that he is slow. Kim attacks Johan. He shouts at Johan that he will turn him into powder. Johan knows that he and Kim have the same speed. Kim wears heavy armor and moves slowly. Johan believes that he will not introduce himself briefly. Johan deftly repels Kim's attacks. Johan sees a lot thanks to his all-seeing eye. Kim is shocked that Johan defeated him. Johan teases Kim, saying that he won. I wonder if he has a different facial expression. Kim runs like a ram towards the main character, determined to kill him. Johan tells him that he hasn't forgotten anything. Kim's hand explodes when he attacks Johan. Johan can handle anything and decides to get rid of him easily. A shot rings out. It's our Kang Na-hyun shooting at the monkey. Kim is lost and can no longer fight against our heroes. Johan thinks he has more important things to do. Johan mockingly tells the monkey that didn't he want to kill him? Kim really wants to deal with Johan. Red lightning rises around Kim. Kang Na-hyun is entrusted with the task of killing Kim. Johan uses the enhancement skill. Kim attacks, going into berserker mode. He is about to kill Johan. Yuri watches the fight closely. Johan and Kim clash in battle. Johan smiles. He is so confident of his victory. There is a powerful explosion, throwing everyone back. A cool teacher intervenes, interrupting the fight. Our heroine almost died with such a weapon. She recalls how they chose the shortest barrel for her. She believes that there was no chance from the start. Johan's partner was supposed to be Goody Pak. But for some reason, Johan changed his mind, and the heroine wants to argue about the reasons. She suddenly meets Johan's gaze. The heroine decides to get closer to Johan. She happily hugs Johan. After all, they defeated the opponent from Class D. The girl does everything for the sake of meta points, which depend on her relationship with Johan. Johan is embarrassed. For the first time, his haughty expression changes. The heroine doesn't understand why he's so shy. Johan has no immunity to physical contact with girls. Our heroine hugs him tighter and tighter. They are reminded of their presence by other students. They have already been dubbed a couple from the loser class. But thanks to the hugs, 250 points were earned. The heroine reads comments about the fight. Kang Na-hyun has one episode left to go, but she really doesn't want to go through it. But Kang Na-hyun decides to go through the episode she's been putting off. Kang Na-hyun remembers how she stood up for Yuhan, but she has statistics that weren't in the original novel. Johan wonders why the student is on his side. He really liked how our heroine protected him from Nauri. Johan was surprised by what our heroine did. He now became curious about Kang Na-hyun. Johan didn't expect that he would expose Pak. Johan became curious as to why the story had changed, and so we come to the point where he asks how Kang Na-hyun ended up in the training room. Johan decides to find out why there are glitches in history. Yuhan suspects that something is wrong with Kang Na-hyun. The girl playfully takes offense at him, but Johan is confused by her mood. She thinks Kang Na-hyun is beautiful and cute. He understands that it is possible to improve skills with the help of the gym. Kang Na-hyun honestly admitted to him that she did it because of him. Yuhin is surprised by Kang Na-hyun's reaction. The girl tells him the cherished words that she did everything for him. Yuhan guesses that the changes in the plot occurred because of him and Kang Na-hyun. He thinks that Kang Na-hyun is very sincere. He met Kang Na-hyun's eyes, and they became sincere. Johan thinks she's weird for trusting him. Johan grinned. He enjoyed spending time with the heroine. Most of the comments are now about Kang Na-hyun. Kang Na-hyun feels like her time with Goody Two-Shoes was cut short. But the important thing is that she earned a lot of points. The girl is worried about Johan's crushing eye. She decides to wait a bit and improve her skills. The heroine believes that everything is working out well. Morning comes, and the heroine decides to level up. One of the newbies boasts that he bought a universal weapon. Johan listens to all this and thinks that it's not about being cool. The universal weapon is passable for training. Johan believes that the weapon is not suitable for the development of the plot. Kang Na-hyun thinks that we need to buy another weapon. Johan decides to go on the attack. Johan suggests that the heroine go for weapons. Johan decides to make the heroine his debtor. The girl doesn't even suspect his intentions. Kang Na-hyun trusts Yuhan, which is very much in vain. In general, both decide to ruin each other's lives, pretending to be innocent lambs, but in reality, using each other. So they come to the gunsmith to buy a gun. The heroine is amazed by what opens before her eyes. She understands that weapons are very expensive here. Kang Na-hyun isn't sure she can buy everything. She decides to take advantage of the situation, but both decide to take a breath. Yuhan is confused about Kang Na-hyun. Kang Na-hyun decides to use her charm. The girl decides that she has more motivation. Johan continues to behave like a complete scoundrel. He decides to use his charm too. The girl is shocked that they will buy her an expensive weapon. She must try hard to live up to Yuhan's expectations. Johan says he doesn't even know if it's worth looking at other weapons. So they stand there, choosing weapons. Our heroine chooses a weapon, as if she were in a shooter. The rifle she chose came with a killer scope, and the bullets were a complete disaster. Johan believes that she needs to study the weapon very well, and the heroine has to put in a lot of effort to control the rifle. They also stop at the Kalashnikov assault rifle. It has a special aim and mana control. Johan thinks that everything should be fine. He decides to pay for Kang Na-hyun's purchase. The girl asks him not to waste money. Johan makes a sly face and says it's not free. Kang Na-hyun begs him to refrain from paying. She thinks she can fool Johan. Johan asks her for a small favor. The girl believes that the case in which Johan asks to participate will not be dangerous. Johan assures her that the matter will actually be beneficial. Kang Na-hyun is making a fool of herself again. The girl reads the terms of the deal, which she doesn't like at all. She happily wants to deceive Johan. Johan says they will go to the Academy's permanent dungeon. Our Kang Na-hyun is surprised what kind of dungeon this is. She has never heard of it. Johan tells her that he has a special skill. He tells the heroine that the dungeon needs to be captured. The girl is terrified that they will have to capture the dungeon. Then she realizes that he is just using her. Johan plans to take over the dungeon using the hit and run trick. Kang Na-hyun is supported by comments on the novel. Johan becomes curious. It's interesting. He sees the same thing as the heroine. Kang Na-hyun believes that she can beat Yoo-han, but their moment is ruined by Nauri. Nauri decides to thwart his brother's plans and warn Kan. Yuri is looking for the girl, and she is forced to tell him where she is. Yuri claims that they are in for a serious conversation. Yuri glares at his beloved brother. She literally drags the protagonist along with her. The girl is perplexed. What does fate have in store for her? Kang Na-hyun is curious what they will talk about. She is told that Nayuri's words may seem strange, but Nayuri decides to tell her everything. Yuri doesn't believe that Yohan has become a different person. She says that he already pretended to be decent, but in reality, he ruined a person's life. She warns the protagonist that he manipulates and uses people. Here, the attitude towards Yohan is similar to hatred. Nayuri says that Yohan uses girls as prostitutes, buying them with money. She says that only once did Yohan get close, but Nayuri does not believe in the sincerity of feelings. She sees the heroes getting closer and wants to prevent tragedy. She says that Yohan destroyed the girl he loved. The girl couldn't take it anymore and committed suicide, and Nayuri lost her friend. Nayuri warns our heroine that Yohan will destroy her. Yuri no longer wants to see how people dear to her die because of Yohan. Kang Na-hyun recalls what was in the original novel. In the original novel, Yohan became popular, but his success was not recognized only by his sister. In the novel, Yuri is presented as an evil bitch, but now the true motives of Yohan's hatred are revealed. Kang Na-hyun doesn't know what to do. Yohan follows the heroines and draws conclusions, but you won't get any help from Yohan. Kang Na-hyun thinks that she should help Nayuru. Yuri saw Kang Na-hyun's theater and was tormented by various feelings. I really want to convince Nayuri that her brother is no longer there. The girl decides to talk to Yohan's sister. She tells Nayuri that she has carefully studied her surroundings. She says that she knows and understands Nayuri's feelings. Kang Na-hyun is confident that Nayuru is not lying to her. She says that if she saw an image of Yohan and it was not real, then it would upset her. Kang Na-hyun assures Yuri that Yohan will not hurt anyone again. She offers Yuri to protect himself. The girl asks Nayuri to stop Yohan if he starts manipulating everyone. She asks Nayuri that if Yohan has changed, she should sincerely apologize to him. Nayuri thinks that our heroine is an idiot for naively trusting people. Kang Na-hyun says she's glad Yuri is worried about her. Yuri cries and swears that he will protect our stupid heroine. Yohan hears all this. It's hard to say what he feels. He witnesses Kang Na-hyun and Nayuri become friends. Meanwhile, some kind of Neko is spying on the heroes. Nayuri vows to protect our heroine from Yohan's machinations. Kang Na-hyun believes that Nayuru will succeed. A sincere smile suits Yuri very well. Suddenly, the heroine notices something ahead of her. A gloomy Yohan, who heard their conversation, approaches them. He lies to the heroine that he went to the restroom. Kang Na-hyun would like to go to the training room and talk to Yohan, but Nayuri says that now she will follow the heroine like a dog. Yohan is surprised that Nayuri decided to train with him, but Nayuri says that she definitely doesn't want to see Yohan. She hugs the heroine tightly and now wants to train with her. She asks the heroine not to tell her anything. Yohan becomes gloomier and gloomier. Our heroine says goodbye to Nayuri. The heroine is frightened by what will happen next in the novel. Yohan asks the heroine why she became friends with Nayuri. The girl assures him that his sister is good. She now decided to follow in Yohan's footsteps. But something is bothering Yohan, and he decides to talk to the heroine. Yohan silently opens the door. He tells the heroine that he is grateful to her for talking to his sister. They are met by a tough teacher who warns them about punishment for being late. He looks closely at the students and asks where they were during the lesson. As a result, they were forced to stand guard as punishment. But the meta points have doubled, and the heroine is happy about it. But it wasn't just the increase in points that was strange. Other servers are unavailable, but the heroine is allowed to watch a new fragment of the story. She can check out new fragments of history in restricted access. During the conversation, Yohan seemed to be in a state of shock. Kang Na-hyun's words did not deny Yuri's truth, but at the same time, they protected Yohan. The words for Yohan meant that the past Yohan would no longer be here. He thinks that she can't even imagine what kind of person Yohan was, and he can't believe that Na-hyun believes him. For the first time, Yohan agreed with Nayuri's words that the heroine was too naive and pure to trust people. Through the autumn leaves, Yohan watches the girls. Kang Na-hyun becomes a new light in his life. The world in which our hero finds himself is better than the reality in which he previously lived. But someone is clearly watching the heroes. A certain half-cat student believes that she heard something personal, and even the incident with Hana. Kang Na-hyun remembers who could have overheard them. We will soon meet a new character, a cat girl who controls the wind. Looking at the comments, the heroine sees that readers are sincerely worried about her. She didn't expect such a strong reaction for her actions. Suddenly, someone addresses her. Johan is clearly unhappy with the cleaning after school. He suggests that the heroine take a little rest. Kang Na-hyun wants to talk to Yuri, not him. She decides to tell Johan about her feelings. She says she heard him commit some misdeed. She assures him that she believes in the good Johan. But her words had no effect. Johan thinks that Yuri showed interest not in her brother, but in a stranger. Johan believes that there is nothing positive in this attention. Juhan is fed up with everything and is waiting for the heroine's reaction. Kang Na-hyun doesn't understand Johan. Will he really ignore the lie? But suddenly something catches her eye. Johan is very close to her. The heroine does not understand what Johan is doing when he strokes her head. She becomes curious about what he is doing. The girl does not understand Johan's look. She thinks it would be a good idea to punch Johan. The heroine doesn't know what to say to the hero's words. They go out into the courtyard, where they are watched. They are met by Nauri and Pak. Our heroes walk towards them, greeting them. Nauri says that Johan is trash that has latched onto her. Yuri is surprised that Johan is talking. Pak asks them if they want to go to the gym. The heroine notices something on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri looks at the red thread on her shoulder. Suddenly, a strong wind rises. Kang Na-hyun guesses who is in front of her. Before us is a girl cat named Choi Soo-jong. Yuri is clearly not happy about her appearance. Choi suggests that they practice together. She says she has to maintain her physical fitness. Yuri isn't very happy with the cat girl and doesn't want to take her with him. Now Yuri warns Kang Na-hyun about that cat. But Pak supports the idea of a cat girl. Even Johan is against Nauri. Johan always does nasty things to Yuri. Johan asks the cat girl's name with interest. This is how they meet the cat girl. She just sticks to Johan despite our heroine. Nauri and Kang Na-hyun are not happy with their new acquaintance. The cat girl clearly wants revenge. Kang Na-hyun has a rival. Pak asks their new acquaintance to control herself. Now all hope is on Goody Goody to scare away the cat girl. A new acquaintance unexpectedly apologizes to Kang Na-hyun. A new acquaintance is interested in whether the main characters are dating. This causes a wave of excitement between the main characters. Yuri is simply ready to kill Johan. We are shown the academy again. Pak suggests practicing stimulating 5 people. Paku thinks it will be more convenient this way. Johan doesn't want to object. He likes Pak's idea. This will be the first experience of fighting monsters. It seems like Johan is worried about the newcomer, but that's not true. We are told about gates for monsters that appear in different places. The rewards for monsters and for finding gates are different. You need to collect the crystal pieces to open the dungeon. But most gates appear where the tower is, which is dangerous. Our heroine does not want to bring the end of the novel closer. She suggests practicing in a safe place. The boys notice the main character's anxiety. Yuri wants to explain about the gate. Kang Na-hyun continues to sadly play the fool, but Johan notices the girl's anxiety hanging in the air. The cat girl also wants to go to training. The guys are joking, but only Pak is on guard. Our heroine catches his gaze. Pak Si-woo is not himself. He is just a cutie, and even better than the main character. Our heroine approaches Paku. She is curious why he is sad. Na-hyun is called to go to practice, and she goes. But Kang Na-hyun doesn't take her eyes off Park Si-woo. Pak Soo clearly wanted to say something, but he was stuck on the platform. The portal opens, and it resembles a black hole. A giant clawed paw emerges from the portal. A flying pterodactyl appears, its roar echoing throughout the area. The monsters emerge from the portal one after another and are ready to attack. A laser beam pierces the dinosaur right through the middle of its skull. Johan notes that the place where the monsters appeared was recreated very successfully. Yuhan and Kang Na-hyun are happy. She shot the dinosaur right in the head. Johan orders everyone to take up fighting positions. Our heroes are ready to fight hordes of monsters. Yuri is attacked by a 9-meter elephant monster. She is ready to kill a huge elephant without giving up. Yuri gathers all the fire energy and strikes. Her fiery fist strikes straight at the monster without missing. The elephant falls at her feet with a deafening crash. Yuri bounces away from the elephant. The wind flutters. A strong wind almost knocks our heroes off their feet. Johan rejoices at Nauri's bloodthirstiness. Next, the catgirl attacks. She creates wind. A strong gust of wind sweeps the pterodactyls out of the way. The catgirl easily defeats the monsters, and she is happy with her victory. Kang Na-hyun is happy for her friends and is ready to join them. She starts shooting at the monsters without stopping. The heroes enjoy the fact that they get to fight monsters. Yuhan thinks that Kang Na-hyun is doing a good job. Choi strikes with his wind, fanning Nauri's flames. Kang Na-hyun takes aim. This time she won't miss. Pak Soo is ready to crush the monsters with his magic sword. The same one alone does the work of 4. Johan watches the battle with pleasure. The wolves are ready to bite them to death, but Johan uses his strength. Johan fights more and more furiously. Kang Na-hyun didn't even imagine that she could handle it. Choi flies up to them and asks how they are doing. She flirts with Johan again, remarking on his command skills. Johan claims that they haven't finished the first phase yet. A silver portal appears over the city. Johan believes that everything will go smoothly for them. Our Choi is touched by something on her way. Kang Na-hyun notes that she can't fight. Her magic is depleted. Johan comes to the girl's aid, setting up a powerful energy barrier. Johan is horrified that the monsters easily broke through his barrier. But the sound of a sword is heard, and a familiar face runs towards them. Pak Soo helps the heroes complete the first phase of their training. Our heroes easily cope with the challenges. Johan is glad he didn't turn into a steak. Pak Soo is clearly superior to Yuhan's level. Nauri helps our heroine get up and keep fighting. Kang Na-hyun is expelled from the squad due to incapacity. Pak decides to replace the heroine in the squad. Everyone gets into position to begin the second phase. Johan doesn't even want to listen to the protagonist. She learns that he no longer needs her, and that she is useless. However, the heroes are ready to begin the second phase. Huge firewolves attack them. Yuri and the others are attacked by giant wolves. Pak Soo asks Nauri to be wary of the wolf pack. Yuri and Neko attack the girl. For Yuhan, the fight is incredibly difficult. A monster slipped past Choi. Johan sees huge monsters. Johan decides to fight them. In the end, as we learn, Phase 2 has failed. Everyone is horrified that they lost. Kang Na-hyun realizes that the battle is lost because of her. Kang Na-hyun is depressed because they lost. Johan decides to test the market for newcomers. Choi says that Yuhan doesn't realize how talented she is. Choi teases Yuhan. Johan responds with that sly smile. Yuhan really wants to use Kang Na-hyun. Kang Na-hyun was too weak and couldn't last the round. She has a special skill that allows her to shoot. But in Johan's opinion, she didn't use it. That she did not expend her strength is already an accepted fact. Kang Na-hyun needs to be upgraded to fight further. Yuhan wonders why Kang Na-hyun didn't appear in the main story. Johan is looking forward to this night. He asks Choi to come to him. He asks if she is interested in experiencing the real gate. Kang Na-hyun tries to figure out what he's up to. Kang Na-hyun doesn't know what they'll do next. She believes that further stats are a problem. Kang Na-hyun realizes she needs to level up. Pak Soo decides to cheer her up. Kang Na-hyun immediately regains her powers. Pak Soo says they can't cope without her. Park Si-woo praises Kang Na-hyun. Yuri is also encouraged by Kang Na-hyun. Kang Na-hyun believes that she is wrong to think of herself as limited. She is glad that she has friends. Kang Na-hyun thinks it's better than Yuhan. Kang Na-hyun decides to level up. They encouraged her, and her strength to live on returned. Evening comes and night covers the academy. Kang Na-hyun makes her way through the bushes to the academy. She will never give up and will level up to the fullest. Kang Na-hyun sneaks around the academy at night. She believes that she will succeed and that she will cope. Kang Na-hyun asks if everything will be okay. Kang Na-hyun is assured that she will not become a burden. But in Kang Na-hyun's opinion, she had already become a burden. Yukna looks at her with an irritating face again. He asks Kang Na-hyun not to worry. He stroked Kang Na-hyun's head and asked her to trust him. Kang Na-hyun is getting annoyed by the comments on the novel. Choi and Yuhan were talking about something. But what about? Johan wonders if the cat has any experience with real gates. Kang Na-hyo is ready to fight, if necessary. Kang Na-hyun reads the comments and doesn't like it. Kang Na-hyun felt uneasy after the main characters hugged. Kang Na-hyun was inundated with comments saying she was jealous and that it was making her angry. But unexpectedly, some comments attract the heroine's attention. Some ship her with Nauri. Kang Na-hyun doesn't know what to do because of such comments. She believes that the number of points decreased because of the catgirl. Choi waves to the heroine and greets her. Kang Na-hyun decides to befriend them. She looks questioningly at the heroes. Because they are standing at the open gates, Johan says that this is all his commercial secret. Kang Na-hyun asks if they're going to come in and kill everyone. Johan suggests hunting safely in the territories. Johan says that monsters will chase them and may jump out of the portal. He suggests that Choi and he drive the monsters into the portal, and that Kang kill them. He advises Khan to shoot at the monsters outside the gate. Johan considers her a key figure in the destruction of monsters. They enter the Stargate, ready to fight the monsters. Johan suggests that everyone begin the attack. Johan got hold of a certain potion, but he had to fork out some money. Choi promises to lift Johan into the air. Johan winces from the strong wind. Johan feels like he's about to break his neck from the wind. Monsters that look like piranhas and hares attack them. Johan decides to use the potion against the monsters. Monsters. Hares surround them, just like Raymond, where you had to kill rabbits with a plunger. Johan orders the next rabbit, the shark, to be pulled out using the wind. Johan watches Kang Na-hyun and believes that she can handle it. Kang Na-hyun is waiting for them on the other side of the gate. Kang Na-hyun takes aim. She's about to shoot. The bullet hits the target, right in the monster's eye. The rest of the bullets fly at the speed of light and kill hares. Kang Na-hyun thinks that Johan is a real bastard. He didn't warn her about so many monsters. Kang Na-hyun fires at the monsters with all her might. She thinks they won't worry about monsters. But then a giant wolf jumps out of the portal. The monsters are about to kill our heroine. Kang Na-hyun recalls her tragic past. She remembers the desperate voices and screams of people who were not allowed to leave the monster zone. Kang Na-hyun remembers hearing the sound of gunfire. A bunch of soldiers decided to shoot people because they don't know who among them is a monster. People screamed and thrashed about in agony as they were shot at. They were attacked by walking dead, ready to kill them. Another blow, and the monster received it on his terrible face. The heroine shoots with all her might at the monsters emerging from the desert. Kang Na-hyun doesn't stop. The memories of this body haunt her. Her friends come up to her and ask if everything is okay. They are very pleased with Kang Na-hyun's work. Kang Na-hyun happily informs them about her skill development. Johan is shocked by how unexpectedly she leveled up. Kang Na-hyun thinks that Johan likes her with her new skills. All this is a result of her spending her points. Now the chick he invested in has acquired the skills of a real eagle. Kang Na-hyun suggests that everyone finish. Johan invites her to explore the dungeon, and she agrees. The monsters are lying around and ready to be cut up and collected for materials. Choi informs Na-hyun that she can fit all the monsters in her inventory. All awakened ones have acquired an inventory skill. This is definitely a novel, similar to an RPG or MMORPG. Johan boasts that he can store 100 items in his inventory, since he is level 10. Johan says that he will sell many things at the market and pay her back. Our heroes arrive at an ancient dungeon. Johan asks Choi to do some reconnaissance of the area. The heroes hear the walls cracking and being covered with sand. A powerful earthquake occurs, and the heroes have nowhere to hide. Kang Na-hyun tries to figure out where to hide, but thanks to Choi's winds, they were able to rise into the air and escape danger. The heroes find themselves in a certain place where there is a magic circle beneath them that begins to glow strangely. Kan recalls that this was not the case in the original and thought that Johan would simply take the treasure. The infection Johan activated an event from another part of the game. The novel. A powerful voice urges the heroes to continue the event and not give up. Kang Na-hyun recalls all the events of the novel in detail. Choi doesn't like everything, and she wants to get out of here. Kan claims that there is indeed something strange about the event, but Johan assures them that everything is as he expected. Johan is suddenly enveloped by a powerful stream of wind, ready to strangle him. The catgirl reminds him that she is an animal, and the words that were spoken are an insult to her. And Johan does not understand her at all. Johan, wheezing, replies that he knows about her pitiable situation and her past. The catgirl reminds him that he probably wants to die. Kan suggests going outside the dungeon and fighting there. Johan explains that this is such an event. The catgirl clearly wants to finish off Johan. Johan tells her that she will die and play for another company. She says that the place where they are is a temple of animals. The place they came to is a place only beastmen who are ready for the test can pass. Johan says he knows how to pass the beastman's test. He asks the catgirl if she wants to come back alive. Kang Na-hyun is puzzled as to why she is also included in the negotiations. The wind stops choking Johan. Johan clears his throat, and Catgirl asks him how to pass the test. Johan decides to use his charm again. He points to a door covered in cobwebs, the entrance to someone's tomb. Johan says that if you enter there, a labyrinth will begin. Kang Na-hyun thinks about how to get out of the treacherous labyrinth. She sees some statues, and she has a new skill. They find some kind of watch with some signs on it. Johan explains that there are letters there that were encrypted by the Beastmen, but he can decipher them. Johan easily hacks the system. The heroes are determined to find the treasure. Kang Na-hyun doesn't know how to address the catgirl. The catgirl says that what they are doing is very bad. Kang Na-hyun promises that she will scold Johan later. Kang Na-hyun asks Sunbae, Choi, not to worry so much. Sunbae becomes interested and laughs. She tells the heroine that she is grateful that she is worried about her. So they enter a certain temple building, and Lara Croft begins. Johan smiles slyly. He senses profit. They see a pole with a flying skeleton and mysterious writing leading to treasure. Johan tells Sunbae to take the skull key. Sunbae doesn't trust Johan very much. She slowly approaches the platform and takes the key. Kang Na-hyun remembers that this key was important in the novel. I don't like the way Johan smiles. The heroes are ready to continue their journey. Kan says that in front of him is the key that leads to the door. A treasure room should appear. Johan thanks them for going into the dungeon with him. But he can't escape. Sunbae doesn't let him do it. Johan offers Sunbae to let him go, and he agrees to one proposal. Johan smiles slyly. Someone draw him a different expression. Sunbae doesn't understand why he's smiling like that. Johan asks if they agree to his proposal. Sunbae agrees to anything to get out of here. Kan would really like to hear what he has to say. Johan says goodbye to Sunbae, and she is unhappy. They end up at the academy, where everyone knows about their sortie. Kang Na-hyun is being hailed as a national heroine for investing in her dream. Many classmates are ready to listen about her adventures in the dungeon. Many of her classmates greet her as a heroine. Towering above them all is Johan, wearing the cap of the king of the academy. Johan tells her that their foray was forgiven when they saw the money. But the doors suddenly swing open and Nauri appears. She is ready to grind Johan into dust for putting everyone in danger. Johan meets Nauri as usual. When Johan boasts, a powerful fist will cut him in the face. Finally, someone punch this bastard for the manhwa. Nauri is our hero. She speaks out everything she thinks about Johan and scolds him for putting Kang Na-hyun in danger. Kang Na-hyun doesn't dare to beat Johan. What a fool. Yuri is worried about whether she got hurt. Johan finally got what he deserved for his nastiness. Kang Na-hyun reassures Nauri that he was kind to her. She asks Nauri not to worry. Kang Na-hyun tells her the truth, and she looks like a cute puppy. Even Nauri can't resist this tactic. Nauri is very glad that her friend survived. She can't contain her admiration for her friend. Yuri continues to beat Johan for what he did. Johan no longer has that disgusting expression on his face. His face looks like a mess. Yuri is simply great. She tells Johan everything she thinks about this bastard. Kang Na-hyun decides to leave them and run away. The cool teacher tells them that many people passed the test. He orders students not to sleep during his lectures. All the students laugh at the teacher's prank. He threw flying chalk at a sleeping student. Kang Na-hyun notes that everything went smoothly. Kurtoy's teacher did not forget to reward our heroes for their bravery. Sunbae sat down with them to eat, despite Nauri's protests. Kan doesn't believe they're in serious trouble. This novel basically foreshadows the end of the world. Johan, having taken over the body of an extra, continues his adventures in the novel. He is trying to prevent the end of the world event. The heroine didn't plan this, but she decided to be close to Johan. She decides to make the most of her knowledge. Johan reminds her that she has not paid her debt. Johan says that he is dealing with the money from the dungeon. Kan is shocked. They made 3 billion. She says that everything belongs to Johan. Johan is facing all the money. He takes great care of his money, but at the same time he doesn't forget about his comrades. Kang Na-hyun is happy that she will get her money. Johan wants to transfer money to her account. Johan wants to split the money into 1 billion each. Kan is shocked that she will get 1 billion. 1 billion is enough to help orphans from the shelter. She will even be able to buy a piano for the boys. It will help ease the suffering of Kanyu, who is often sick. The teacher won't have to humiliate herself to get money for the shelter. Kang Na-hyun is asked what she will invest in. Johan thinks she will buy herself a weapon. But Kang Na-hyun wants to make a donation. Johan is surprised that she wants to sacrifice such a sum. Johan asks if it is time to make a donation of such an amount. Kan sees that Johan is unhappy that she will make a donation. Kan tells him about the orphanage and that the children need money. Kan thinks that this can be attributed to the type of son, but Johan is clearly unhappy with her. The girl asks to accept him as a game character. She doesn't want to refuse payment. Johan says how to spend money is her privilege. Johan asks her why she is crying. Our heroine was touched by his kindness. Johan asks her what happened and is worried. But the heroine, on the contrary, is happy with such a display of feelings. Everything seems strange to Johan, and he is confused. Nauri invites Nahyun to have dinner together. The action takes place in a certain Chinese palace. These are the memories of the heroine's predecessor. A beautiful red-haired Asian woman asks if the heroine can really solve her problem. Little Nahyun replies that she can tell the difference between twins. The red-haired lady asks what this means. The heroine asks for the orphans to live well if she succeeds. The red-haired lady smokes and smiles at her. She tells Nahyun that she will allow her to make one more wish. The heroine asks the lady to prevent her teacher from participating in criminal groups. She agrees, but tells Nahyun that she is an exception. Nahyun didn't yet understand what she was getting herself into. Our heroine wakes up, and she is unhappy with what happened. Nahyun wakes up, and she is not in a good mood from sleep. She abruptly shuts off the nasty alarm clock. But Johan's reaction yesterday was just amazing. The heroine decides to look at everything in the Metaglasses store. She notices a plot twist in the store. The heroine reads that the plot twist costs a lot of points. The heroine decides to use this function. She decides to change the world of the novel. She is amazed by the features that can change the world. She decides to write something for the plot. But the points require a huge amount for a plot twist. She understands that with her metaglasses, she can't dream of everything. Kang Na-hyun is horrified that her points have decreased. She is horrified that she has so few points. The girl thinks that something is wrong with the novel and its system. She decides to test the reader's reaction. Kang Na-hyun fell out of favor with readers because of her kindness. A new day dawns at the academy. The teacher reads that the capture of Stephen King's tower failed and the gates stopped appearing. Kang Na-hyun can't concentrate in class. She notices how much pleasure Johan has in listening. The teacher says that the tower was last seen in Seoul. Kang Na-hyun is shocked when she learns about the tower. Unusual towers have appeared in different parts of the country. You can get some good resources inside. There, a detachment called the Savior was created, who saw strange dreams and decided to storm the tower. They successfully passed the tower, fighting monsters. One day, people encountered non-humans in the tower. They made a deal with the Inhumans and got to the end of the tower, but then, it turned out that everything depends on people's desires. Clashes began between the races, and monsters began to appear due to the desires of people. Eventually, shifts began to occur between the worlds. More and more portals began to appear. Mordor is located in the Tower of Wishes. Hunters are being trained to pay off generations. But because of the tower, shifts in space began, and the area was divided into 3 zones: dangerous, intermediate, and safe zones. The heroine currently lives in the safe zone. But if a disaster occurs, it will be difficult to find a way out. There is one more Persian to face at Cannes. This Persian is called Oracle. The Oracle is a character who appears in the novel. The Oracle is the creator of the game and the one who moved the swindler into Johan's body. The girl thinks that she ended up here because of him. The heroine believes that she acted stupidly with her money, which disappointed the readers. But until Ochanuka changes, she shouldn't mention the shelter. But the heroine is not herself after yesterday's situation. She decides not to think about the fact that she might die in the novel due to a lack of meta points. She decides to get her metaglasses as close as possible. She believes that she can do as much as possible for the shelter. She needs to play a character who always puts a crook in his place. She wants readers to be happy. At this time, the action of the novel moves to the battlefield. Yuri trains with all his might. Monsters attack her more and more often. Yuri notices that they want to attack her from behind, but the monster is suddenly pierced by a laser. The final phase of training has begun. Our heroine takes out all her anger on training. Nauri is very happy about Kang Na-hyun's success. Nauri thinks that Kang Na-hyun will make a good hunter. But Yuri doesn't understand where Sunbae went. Everyone thinks Sunbae is angry at the scammer. Johan invites the heroes to take a break after training. The heroine decides to bring drinks to her friends, but she is exhausted. She's finding it increasingly difficult to maintain her character concept. She dials the numbers on the machine to get drinks. But suddenly, someone turns to her. This is Pak Soo, who asks the heroine about something. Pak Soo wants to have a serious talk with the heroine. Pak Soo wants to talk to the heroine about something serious. Pak Soo takes a long time to gather his strength. The heroine is curious about everything and watches her interlocutor with interest. He says he is at a loss for words. Pak watches her closely. He asks if anything happened to the heroine. The heroine assures him that everything is fine with her. Pak remains silent and listens attentively to her chatter. He says that's not what he's talking about. The heroine listens to him attentively. Pak decides to tell her about someone he knows. He decides to tell her the story of one warrior. Our heroine decides to listen to him with interest. The commander of the Savior Squad, Park Si-yeon, was a famous warrior. The successful takeover of Stephen King's tower was made possible thanks to her. But one day, it was revealed that the tower operates on human desires. The important work she was doing only harmed humanity. Pak believes that she blamed herself for everything. The heroine didn't even know what had happened. Pak says the warrior always smiled at her grandson, but he had no idea about his grandmother. That his grandmother always hid a deep sadness. Pak Soo compares our heroine to her grandmother. Pak knows what it's like to smile, but hide your tears. He says there are always factors she has control over. He says he didn't want the heroine to blame herself. He reminds Kang Na-hyun that she can ask her friends for help. Kang doesn't say anything to Pak Soo, but Pak Soo remains silent and is embarrassed in front of the heroine. Kan realizes that he is just beginning to trust her. Kan understands that not everything will work out for her. She needs to try hard to get everything. The heroine thanks Pak for his support. Kang looks very cute and Paku likes her. Pak is always ready to take care of her. Kang tells Pak that he is a good boy, and she pats him on the back. She shocks Pak by saying they are just friends. Pak probably meant something else. They decide to return to the majestic academy. The heroes come and see a strange picture. Our Johan is lying on the ground, all beaten up. Sunbae happily sits on his back and greets the heroes. Our heroes are amazed. What happened here? It turns out that there was a real massacre of girls here. Both girls conspired and finally beat Johan for everything. Sunbae asks if she can join. Johan desperately asks for rescue. In the evening, the heroine looks through the story and comments on it. She's not happy about the damn comments at all. Our heroine thinks that everything is not so bad. She thinks about asking Puck for help, but then she denies all these stupid ideas. Our heroine decides to take a rest. The morning comes, and it is as beautiful as always. Many students don't understand the situation the next morning. Johan gathers all adventurers. Johan is holding a sale of expensive items. Johan is organizing a hefty advertising campaign and sale of items. Johan asks everyone to join his adventure club. A girl who looks like a Yuki Anna passes by. Johan continues to call the crowd to him. Kang Na-hyun notes that the club was founded at the same time. The Treasure Hunters Club is a very useful organization for dungeon exploration. In fact, he was created by Johan to pick up as many girls as possible. Johan is happy to welcome fans of this club, but Nauri decides to interfere with his plans. Yuri attacks our Johan and thwarts his plans. Kang Na-hyun supports Johan in his endeavors. Yuri can't ask Johan for everything. Kang Na-hyun is even amazed by this side of Nauri. In the novel, she is an elegant lady, but here, Kang Na-hyun also invites her to join their club. Yuri simply hates Johan for all his actions. Crowds of students want to sign up for Johan's club, but Johan refuses everyone and everything. For example, Johan rejected one girl because she looked like a monkey. The other one because he is too boring. Some people have hidden motives against Yuri, so they too are refused. The other person's eyes are full of greed, also a refusal. Johan simply refuses everyone and everything. As a result, Johan simply filters out all the ugly ones. Our Sunbae arrives and she looks stunning. Johan is curious why she is here. Sunbae should not be a member of any club, but Johan unexpectedly accepted the girl into the club. Sunbae passed and joined the club's ranks. Johan begins the club selection process with Sunbae. A mysterious blonde appears before our heroes. Kang Na-hyun is shocked by her appearance. Our heroine immediately understood who they were talking about. This beauty is Lihana, the Empress of the Ice Country. Johan immediately accepts the girl into his ranks. Johan is practically on cloud 9. All the girls are friendly towards the heroine. Lihana decides to chat with the club guys. Kang Na-hyun asks why Lee Han was accepted right away. Yoo-han happily reports that all efforts were directed towards recruiting Lee Hanu into their ranks. He happily shares his plans for Lee Hana with Kang Na-hyun. All the girls in the club are literally enchanted by the new girl. But Kang Na-hyun doesn't believe who she really is. Lee Hana was kind and helpful, but she had a secret. Kang Na-hyun believes that the club has been formed, but Johan already had a new plan in his head. Yoo-han and Kang Na-hyun see something ahead of them. A familiar and collected figure approaches them. This is our cutie Pak-soo, who wants to experience adventure. Both are surprised by his decision to become a member of the club. Kang Na-hyun didn't even know that this was in the original, but Johan quickly accepts him into the club. As a result, only familiar faces gathered in the club. Kang Na-hyun tries to befriend Lee Hana. She decides to disappear somewhere at the bottom of the club. But time passes, and the time for adventure comes. Our heroine takes aim. They begin to fight the Yeti, the final boss. So, an epic battle between good and evil awaits us. Kang Na-hyun decides to tell us about the scammer's actions. Johan was once again fired up with the idea of exploring the gate. They are trying to dissuade him from such a stupid idea, but he hands them some contracts. Kang Na-hyun is curious about what parts of the club have been updated. It is forbidden to disclose the fan club's activities. In general, the club rules irritate Yuri. She is already angry with Johan because all the treasures have to be stored at his place. But the rest of the club members signed them without any problems. Johan suggests that they go down into the ice caves. Lee Hana is naturally interested. Kang Na-hyun understands why Lee Han-na was chosen. Paka is concerned about the measures they will take during the campaign. Johan was just about to tell them everything. We are shown Johan's plans for the team and the monsters. They find a gate on a certain hill. Kang Na-hyun notes that Johan is clearly not okay. When they find themselves in a cave, it is made of ice. But suddenly they are attacked, and Pak is the first to enter the fight. They skillfully repel all attacks of the monsters and proceed to the last place of the cave. There sleeps a Yeti, who seem to have been waiting for them. Suddenly, the monster wakes up and looks at them menacingly. He uses his blizzard skill to kill our heroes. The subsequent scenes in the manhwa are reminiscent of the series Arknight's Ice Fortress. The heroes confront an ice storm caused by a Yeti. Sunbae comes to Yuhan's aid. Kang Na-hyun helps the hero cope with the flag for the teams. Our heroes are caught in a deadly avalanche. Yuri is desperately trying to find a way out to save everyone. Johan didn't even know that Arknights would be so epic. Yeti is causing more and more storms. Kang Na-hyun breaks through a furious snowstorm. Yoo-han suggests throwing Kang Na-hyun higher using Sunbae's powers. Kang Na-hyun is suddenly lifted into the air. Johan orders our heroine to protect the boys. The girl focuses on the Yeti. Kang Na-hyun shoots. Her blow hits the target. She still can't aim at the monster. But then the heroine manages to shoot. The Yeti was killed and lay on the cold ground with a bump from the shot. Kan is worried about his friends. Luckily, everything is fine with the guys. Kang Na-hyun was very scared, but she was glad that they survived everything. At this time, Johan finds a magic chest. He finds a certain pendant for the Ice Princess. Johan decides to discuss something with the heroes. Johan decides to use the pendant to strengthen the team. He wants to give the item to Lee Hana. Lee Hana needs this attribute because of the fire curse. The girls support the new girl. Lee Hana politely thanks everyone for the support she has received. Johan shows the items that will be kept by him for now. He gives a certain item to Kang Na-hyun. The heroine likes the beautiful thing she received as a gift. Johan announces that it is time to get out of here, so they find themselves back in the boring academy. Kang Na-hyun is forced to confront the power of the artifact. Anyone touched by the pendant becomes a walking dead. The heroine is persecuted because of her necklace. But suddenly, Johan appears with a new case. Johan decides to use the power of his artifact, but doesn't know who to turn to. Johan decides to turn to our heroine, who is as obedient as a dog. He thinks that Kang Na-hyun doesn't fall for the charm of the beads. It was to her that he gave the fox bead. At first, the girl thought it was some kind of pearl. Johan asks the heroine to keep the bead. If the heroine had known what awaited her, she would not have taken the pearls. Many begin to seek her attention in order to obtain the cursed bead. Johan asks the girl to be patient for a week. The heroine decides to trust our hero. Nauri supports her in every possible way. But a problem arises, the cursed bead. Because of her, the heroine is literally surrounded by half the school. Yuri is perplexed. What do they all want from the heroine? It got to the point where the heroine was suddenly grabbed by the arm. Luckily, her savior was Pak Seo. He asks the heroine what's going on. The whole club decides to listen to Kang Na-hyun's story about the cursed artifact. Pak suggests destroying the bead. Kang Na-hyun is much more important to him than this bead. Pak decides to destroy our Ring of Seoran. But as in The Lord of the Rings, the artifact is not broken. The heroes are terrified of what they should do now. A nightmare week is passing. The girl is already exhausted by the fact that many are hunting for the bead. The heroine just wants to stick a bead on the crook's face. But many school children go to get beads. Johan is surprised that a week has already passed. The heroes decide to deal with the pearl. Zombies are becoming more and more interested in getting pearls. The heroine runs away from the monsters as fast as she can. Johan abruptly tells the monsters to stop. But Johan is devoured by armies of zombies. Kang Na-hyo escapes from the monsters faster and faster. But the monsters continue to haunt Kang Na-hyun. The other heroes help Na-hyun hold back the zombie hordes. Na-hyun is grateful to the guys from the club for their help. The heroes promise to meet her later. Kang Na-hyun is being followed everywhere by those damn school kids. Kang Na-hyun rushed into battle to break through. She is saved by a catgirl with the help of the wind. Kang Na-hyun is glad that even Lina is worried about her. They decide to send the girl closer to the lake. She lands next to the lake. The bead begins to glow brightly. The bead falls into a deep lake. The bead becomes brighter and brighter. A giant portal opens over the lake. Kang Na-hyun is shocked by what happened. Johan agrees with her that there is something wrong here. They find themselves in front of the Gumiho scold. Johan knows a lot about this and there are reasons for it. Juhan is asked to explain everything. Kang Na-hyun yells at Yuhan that he could have warned them about the purpose of the trip. Yuhan didn't expect Kang Na-hyun to get angry. Kang Na-hyun knows that her type of girl never argues with men. But this does not mean that the heroine has to agree with everything. For her, this place is reality, where she survives. Johan begins to justify himself as best he can. But Kang Na-hyun is crying because of Yuhan. The heroes protect Kang Na-hyun from Yuhan. Nauri tells him that he hasn't changed. Johan believes he made the right choice. Yuri says that he clearly doesn't know about Kang Na-hyun's feelings. Kang Na-hyun assures her that everything is fine. Sunbae asks her how they will solve the problems. Sunbae wants to interrogate Yuhan. Nauri accuses him of using Na-hyun. Johan says he is only interested in the reward. Kang Na-hyun learns that if she returns the bead, she can obtain the 3 treasures of the Gumiho. Yuhan would be grateful if Kang Na-hyun did that. Johan says he wanted to ask her for something. Everyone decides to go along the lake. Kang Na-hyun says it's time to go to the Gumiho warehouse. The Gumiho's warehouse is filled with all sorts of items. Kang Na-hyun hears a voice saying that she has returned the bead. The girl asks if the speaker is a Gumiho. Kang Na-hyun is asked by a mysterious voice if she can take the 3 treasures. Kang Non thinks she can take it. Her gaze is drawn to a certain fan, so Kang Na-hyun chooses Norige, made from the tail of her Gumiho husband. Norige has the ability to drive away any evil. Kang Na-hyun is asked what she wants to take away. Kang Na-hyun discovers a mysterious key. She decides that the key is something good, but they tell her that this is the key to the tower. Kang Na-hyun comes out of the warehouse with a blue lantern. The heroes are sincerely glad to see her. Johan wants to see her treasures up close. The girl says that she got the magic lantern. Johan thinks she's found what she needs. Sunbae asks the girl what she chose for herself. She shows them other treasures. Yuri is worried that she has received some kind of injury. Kang Na-hyun invites all the students to the school cafeteria. She says that a week has already passed, and everything is fine. Johan is shocked by how kind the disenchanted zombies have become. They are all preparing for new challenges. Na-hyun is happy. She got 89 points on the exam. Na-hyun thinks she couldn't have done it without Yuri. They are brought new drinks, and they continue to prepare for the exam. Yuri looks angrily at Johan. She points her finger at Johan, who is about to eat his ice cream. Yuri is surprised that he eats sweets when he couldn't stand them. Johan justifies himself by saying that his tastes change. The main character intervenes in this and asks them not to quarrel. Now Yuri thinks that Johan has changed a lot. A squabble is brewing between Johan and Yuri. Kang Na-hyun suggests getting dessert. Kang Na-hyun wonders if she'll be able to pass the exam if the boys are fighting. Johan is worried that she found the key. Kang explains what the key protects. The girl handed him a fox key. And then Johan finds the key to the tower. Johan is surprised that there was another key. He decides to take the key from Na-hyun. Yuhan decides to use Nahyun for his own purposes. The girl reads the comments, but she is not happy about it. She already hates Nauri herself. The girl needs to come up with an excuse so that he doesn't get the key. The girl thinks that Nauri should be used. She wonders if the spell will work. Lee Hannah wonders what's going on. Many guys are nervous when taking an exam, but many guys look at Nahyun with admiration. Yuri asks what she said. Johan is being called trash again. Kang Nahyun decides that she is using Yuhan. Yuri asks her to stop. Many girls look at her with admiration. One of the girls suggests that she go to the exam. Nahyun thinks she's already seen these students at the club reception. Yuri says that she hasn't decided yet. The girl was embarrassed that they were talking to her. However, public confessions are a bad thing. Pak Soo is also invited to go with them. Everyone thinks that the smart and resourceful club is nice and invites them to the exam. Unexpectedly, the heroine sees a new girl. Yuri is against the heroine taking part in some experiment. Nahyun is persuaded to take part in the experiment. The girl with glasses offers to help her with the experiment. Yuri doesn't let anyone hurt Kang Nahyun. We are introduced to the mad scientist Pak Yulia. Her inventions were of great help in the original novel. There is nothing wrong with helping Pak Yulia. She enthusiastically asks that Khan take part in the experiment. Johan is surprised that the girl can see magical power. Then the girl asks Kang Nahyun if she will help in the experiment. She asks her what Kang Nahyun needs. Johan persuades Kan to donate blood for an experiment. The girl decides to use her charm. Johan demands some of Yulka's new inventions. She says that she will give Kan as much as she needs. They all penetrate into the majestic academy. Everyone decides to support Kang Nahyun after lunch. Linhan asks Kang Nahyun about the lab. The girl decides to go to the observatory building. Pak Yulka is very happy to see her again. Pak Yulka shows the heroine her laboratory. This is how she shows off the new telescope. Kang Nahyun looks at the objects in the novel with interest. Kang Nahyun is abruptly seated in the experimental chair. The shackles on Nahyun's hands are closing. Pak Yulka says that she will restrict the girl's movements. Nahyun is terrified of what they will do to her. First, Nahyun's blood is taken. Then, a lot of blood is taken from the heroine. Nahyun concentrates on her magical power. A certain device takes away all the girl's magic. Pak Yulka says that some procedures have been completed. But then she grows fangs and starts drooling. She's thirsty for blood. Kang Nahyun's body doesn't move. We have a Yuri brewing. Pak Yulka wants to taste the heroine's blood. Our heroine wakes up in horror in the laboratory. She looks around in horror. Pak Yulka joyfully greets our heroine. Kang Nahyun hurriedly leaves the lab. She wonders what she did that caused her power to awaken. After all, in the original novel, Yulka bit Yoan only a month after the experiment. Pak Yulka is a half-breed vampire, Dhampir. If she sees power with her magical eye, then she wants to drink blood. After this, Kang Nahyun is afraid to go to the doctor. Meanwhile, the entire team is being bullied by annoying classmates. Kang Nahyun thinks that they are all already in good shape today. Suddenly, a familiar voice distracts her. Kang Nahyun asks Lee Han Na if she is okay. Kang Nahyun tells her that everything is fine. Lee Hannah takes a long, hard look at the main character. It becomes interesting to see why Lee Han Na was worried about Kang Nahyun.